Yes, you absolutely can. So you want to go to Africa? That's amazing. But then you look at your bank account and it looks back at you. Awkward silence. People hear Africa and immediately picture wildly expensive safaris, sipping champagne, a giraffe politely asking for a refill. And yes, you can do that. But that's not the only Africa. The real Africa I grew up in is incredible adventure without selling a kidney. It's a continent buzzing with life, energy, and experiences accessible to every wallet. Forget what you think you know. Africa is not one country. It's 54. Its own vibe, its own rhythm, its own price tag. You can have the adventure of a lifetime for way less than you'd spend on a boring week in some generic resort. Waking up to a bustling market in Marrakesh. Hiking ancient landscapes in Ethiopia. Chilling on a perfect beach in Zanzibar. This isn't about cutting corners. It's about traveling smarter. Alright, let's talk specifics. Where can you go and what can you do? Let's start in North Africa. In Morocco, you can get lost in the winding blue streets of Chefchaouen for free. You can wander through the Jemaa El Fna Square in Marrakesh. Storytellers, musicians, snake charmers. The price of admission? Maybe a few coins for a glass of fresh orange juice. Instead of a fancy desert tour, you can often negotiate a better deal with local guides for a camel trek into the Sahara. Sleeping under a blanket of stars in the desert is an experience that feels like $1 million, but costs a tiny fraction of that. Head south, and the options just keep getting better. In countries like Uganda, the Pearl of Africa, you can skip the super expensive gorilla treks or instead go trekking for chimpanzees in Kibale Forest for a much lower price. Or you can take a boat safari on the Kazinga Channel, hippos, crocodiles, elephants in Malawi. You can snorkel in the crystal clear waters of Lake Malawi. The vibe is relaxed, the people are friendly, and the lakeside lodges are incredibly budget-friendly. Don't forget the coasts. Mozambique has some of the most stunning and untouched beaches in the world. You can stay in a rustic beach hut in Tofo. An adventure in Africa is not just about the things you see, it's about what you taste, hear, feel. The culture is the main event, and it's an all-you-can-experience buffet. The food alone is worth the trip. Forget your diet. Seriously. In Ethiopia, you have to try injera, a spongy flatbread with a dozen different stews and curries all eaten with your hands. It's a communal, delicious experience. In West Africa, you have to argue with Ghanaians and Nigerians about who makes the best jollof rice. Spoiler alert, it's a trick question. The best jollof is the one that's right in front of you. It's an explosion of flavor and a source of intense national pride. Then there's the music. Music is the continent's heartbeat. From the hypnotic Nawa rhythms in Morocco to the high-energy Afro beats blasting from speakers in Lagos, there's always a soundtrack to your travels. You don't need a ticket to a fancy concert. Just walk through any city and you'll find it. So we've talked about the incredible landscapes, the mind-blowing adventures, and the cultures that will change the way you see the world. Victoria Falls, Mosi Watunya, the smoke that thunders, Namib Desert, towering red dunes. Africa's natural wonders are on a level of their own. You can hike the Drakensberg Mountains in my home country of South Africa, or explore the Makgadikgadi salt pans in Botswana, one of the largest salt flats in the world. These places remind you of how powerful and beautiful our planet is, and many of them can be explored with a simple park fee and a good pair of walking shoes. Traveling through Africa on a budget is more than possible. It's one of the most rewarding things you will ever do. It teaches you to be resourceful, open, and resilient. It connects you to humanity in its most raw and beautiful form. It's a continent of endless stories, and by going there, you get to write your own chapter. So go see it for yourself. I want to give a massive shout out to a good man, my friend Ruben. That's right, Ruben has just opened a brand new car wash in Richards Bay, South Africa. Let's show him some love and help him make a big splash.